All right, folks, bear with me. We're just getting lineups out of the way, but we've got the green flag out. I'll give you the names just in a second. Mike DeGroot is there in that 21 machine, who is your pole sitter and leader. Going into turns 3 and 4, behind him, the 33 of Mason Baker, the 151 of Paul Gardner right behind them. Partner is the 151 of Jesse Medina, the 23 of Joe Vasquez in that third place spot, Ron Brown in the 58, and in the 9 is going to be Scotty Barber bringing up the Cow's Tail. Out front looking good, the 33 of Mason Baker, but second place. We've got ourselves the battle shaping up between Vasquez and Mike DeGroot. DeGroot has a little mistake here on the backstretch, giving Vasquez that second place spot. There is a slight bump going into turn 1. Drivers going to use that to their advantage when they're setting up some passes, trying to force the guy into that bump to get them loose. Cross flags, we are halfway home. Out front with a half a straightaway on second is the 33 of Mason Baker. But the battle for third right now, Mike DeGroot and Jesse Medina. 151, mistake made by Vasquez on the exit of turn 2, washes out, and that's going to give DeGroot and Vasquez a little battle of their own, with Medina coming up quick on the chase for that third place spot. Medina trying to find a lane to get his way around DeGroot in that 21, and he can't seem to get anything going for him in his advantage. But one that has the advantage right now out front is that 33 of Mason Baker. Medina gets into the back end of DeGroot and sends himself around into the infield. Checkered flag waving. Once again, folks, I do apologize. I do not have the pre-heat lineups, so we will get them as your pole sitter. Adam Perks pushes hard through turns 1 and 2 as we are 4 wide on the exit of 2 down the backstretch with Randy Corndog Lovell, car owner of that 83, but driving it all the way around the tires. Garrett Higgins had to double check that name. Garrett Higgins is driving for Lovell. And the 150 of Paul Gardner into the mix on the bottom of turns 3 and 4. He is your final transfer spot with Sean Klein in that pink and black number 11. And Klein goes around and gets into Paul Gardner. Gardner sideways at the tire, and the exit of 2 is going to bring out our first caution of the night. Clear the motor out, getting ready to go. Green flag racing leader. Gonna start out of turn 4. Here we go. Higgins getting scrubbed there by Brad Hayes, but Higgins makes some great moves through turns 1 and 2 to get the advantage on the exit of turn 2. Down the backstretch we go. Perks makes a mistake side by side. Higgins and Perks on the exit of 4. Adam Perks in that number 12 is going to have his hands full with that 83. Factory 41 chassis moves very well around these quarter miles, as we've seen throughout the season. Behind the wheel is not Randy Lovell. It is Garrett Higgins. Higgins can drive just about anything, and he's going to drive that low line side by side with Perks through turns 1 and 2. Down the backstretch we go once again. Higgins trying to find a lane that's going to give him a little bit of bite on the exit. Makes a mistake there, resets the car. He's trying to reel it back in. him reeled back in. Excuse me, say it again, Lovell. Higgins has him reeled back in. A mistake made by Perks. Perks breaks loose on the top, pushes all the way up, and gets into the outside retaining wall. Your new race leader is going to be the 83 of Garrett Higgins. And now Perks has his hands full with the 5 of Brad Hayes as the white flag waves. One more lap and 4 more turns for your race leader, Garrett Higgins, in the 83, but Perks trying to hold on to this one in that second place spot, as each spot will matter. Out of turn 4, the checkered flag waving on the 83 of Mr. Garrett Higgins. So bear with me, folks. We do have multiple numbers, and so it's just a matter of checking out to make sure who is won. That's going to be the 121 of Randy Weatherford inside row 2. To the outside is the 39 machine of Ronnie Lawson in that orange car. Weatherford now shuffling all the way to the back. 15 of Jimmy Bird. Jumping all the way there, working his way around the 98. Now Jeff Whitehead has his hands full, but now Nathan Renfro in the 911 is going to have his bumper full with the old chrome horn. Maybe working here tonight, sets him up for the bump and run. Renfro holds on. Bird is all over that back bumper of Renfro. Renfro not giving up an inch. Bird sets up to the high side, looks to undercut the inside, but Renfro's going to hold on to the outside, side by side. At the flag stand, side by side, Bird on the high side, hanging it up there, high side and handsome right there from Jimmy Bird in that 15 with 911 of Renfro trying to catch him while the 39 is parked the wrong way. In turns 1 and 2, that is going to be Ronnie Lawson bringing out our caution here in the 3rd street stock heat race. Getting ready to go back, green flag race, and Jimmy Bird's going to set the pace nice and slow as we go, and the green flag is in the air. First lap situate him, stretching him out single file. Jimmy Bird working the middle of the racing groove, as is Nathan Renfro, trying to stay his way around the bottom and trying to follow the tires. As 98 of Jeff Whitehead. Ronnie Lawson is 1 position away from being into that transfer, as the 121 of Randy Weatherford will be the one to hold him out. Checkered flag waving. Jimmy Bird picking up the 3rd heat race in the street stock. First Mod Light Dwarfs on the track, lineups right. We've got them stacked up tight. Green flag is in the air, and it is already showtime. Things are going to heat up nice and quick. Corey Babbitt in that number 12 working the bottom, and as always, as fast is the Hunter boys. Number 3 of Taylor Hunter trying to work the high line there. But your current leader, Mr. Joel Huggins, and that black and duct tape 50 out front leading, showing them the line. We do stay clean and green here through another lap. And pardon me, that is the 112 of Dawson Fisher. That is not Babbitt in the 12, that is the 112. There's a little duct tape 1. That's kind of hard to see on our side of the car, so we got a lot of duct tape here tonight and this weekend. But But here comes the 3 of Taylor Hunter, working the back bumper of Dawson Fisher, trying to find his way around, but that top 3 is going to be the ones to watch here as the rest of the field is stretched out. Joel Huggins staying around the bottom, as is Dawson Fisher. The only one trying something different is the 3 of Taylor Hunter. Hunter ran strong last night during practice, and he's trying to carry that momentum over here into tonight's race. But side by side is Huggins and Fisher. Fisher had that momentum on the exit of 4, but not enough to get the advantage into turns 1 and 2, trying it once again side by side on the exit. Huggins just barely beating him into that first corner, the one that matters, but changing the game is the 3 of Taylor Hunter. He's putting it up there, trying to ride that cushion and get the extra momentum from the high side, shooting down, almost diamonding the corners. But he's going to stay up top all the way through, this time as the white flag waves. Huggins trying to hold on. Dawson Fisher makes a mistake. Hunter trying to close. Can't get it done there. Will it happen in 3 and 4? No, it will not. Joel Huggins in the 50 picks up your first Mod Light heat race of David Garland, the 1. If this is the right one, all the way from Salina, Kansas. Mr. Justin Kindernet. Different little name, but it's a different little car because it is out there like a rocket sled on rails, already stretching out the lead out front. Nice blue number 1. And Griggs in the 47 staying right around the bottom with Anthony Lane in that number 2 now. Having Mike Christians working around him on the high side. Christians carrying that left front tire. Griggs has a battle of his own through turns 1 and 2, but had that great run on the exit of 2 to stretch a little bit of real estate between he and 3rd place, but side by side, this one here to watch, Kitchens and Anthony Lane. Kitchens makes a great move down the front stretch to get the advantage into turns 1 and 2 and moves up into that 4th and final transfer spot. But coming all the way from Kansas, Justin Kindernet has a full straightaway on 2nd place, the 47 of Ed Griggs. David Garland in that 65 dealing with Mike Christians. Christians with a run down the backstretch. Side by side is Christians and Garland through turns 3 and 4. Christians stays at the bottom right around the tires. And Christians picks up that 3rd place spot as the white flag waves for Justin Kindernet. Your race leader, about a half a straight from lap traffic, brings it around to the stripe, all the way from Salina, Kansas. Ladies and gentlemen, Justin Kindernet's picking up your 2nd Mod Light heat race. Sort through here, pardon me folks, we've got a lot of names and numbers just all kind of mixed in. As the green flag drops, the number 10 of Aubrey Taylor shooting his way to the front. He hits that little bump there. That's going to be one to watch. As Willie Veach in that 41 capitalizes on that now. Veach is now side by side with the leader on the exit, but Randy Bryan got it done out of 4, but not out of turn 2, and we've got 1 turned around on the backstretch. We've got 2 around. The 28 of BJ Andrew through turns 3 and 4. 64. Randy Bryan setting the pace, and the green flag is in the air. It's his showtime. Aubrey Aubrey Taylor, Willie Veach, and Randy Bryan. The top three out of the jump, making it happen right now. 3 wide, almost down the backstretch as Willie Veach is going to check back out of that one and didn't want to get pinched, but there goes Veach right around the inside. Aubrey Taylor and Willie Veach side by side down the backstretch we go. They are putting on a clinic here in this third Mod Light heat right now. Veach has found success through the bottom and he is going to stay there. Transfer spot is the 54 of Darwin Hamilton. Veach, Taylor, Bryan, and Hamilton. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the caution flag is going to come on out. 41, Willie Veach is going to be your pole setter to get things going. Shaking them out right now as one goes around. And we'll maybe stay clean and green as the white flag comes out. We are going to stay with a yellow-green. So the caution flag is going to come out on the white flag lap, especially with the dashes, because we're going to take top 10 from the dashes tonight. If you don't make the top 10, you're going to qualify all over again tomorrow. So Randy Bryan and Darwin Hamilton split the difference, and Bryan's going to take the high side 1 and 2, and now Hamilton's going to look to the inside of Bryan through turns 3 and 4 as the white flag comes out. He's not going to have enough. So Randy Bryan taking that high line. He's going to drive it on out of turn 2, get the momentum, and look for Aubrey Taylor, but Aubrey Taylor's not looking back. He's looking to the 41, who is your heat race winner, Mr. Willie Veach. 18 to the inside of row 2 is going to be the guy that we'll get to after we go green flag racing. We are back underway with our 4th. Ooh, we're getting a little dicey right there through turns 1 and 2. Carrying that left front. Working his way up from the back very quickly. Corey Babbitt in the number 12, started 3rd row outside, now making his pass for 2nd place down the backstretch, side by side. Babbitt dives it down in the low line right around the bottom, nice and slow. Bay City, Texas, Gray Sexton Jr. in that 13 as the green-yellow comes out. The number 9 of Nick Hunter stopped here in front of the grandstands towards the infield. We're going to keep on going as Corey Babbitt takes your race lead away from Sexton Jr. Trace Ayers in that number 6, trying to work his way back around. Dustin Forsberg trying to hold that line on the exit of turn 4, right on the bumper. Trace Ayers has the momentum right here on the exit of turn 2 to get it done, to set himself up for turns 3 and 4. He sets himself up, but there's no room given by Forsberg as the white flag waves for the 12 of Corey Babbitt. A mistake made right there is going to cost Ayers out of turn 4. Checkered flag waving for number 12 of Mr. Corey Babbitt. To his outside as the lights are out and the green flag waves. Looking to the inside on the exit, Tyler Bradshaw on that white 15, trying to get his way around that 71. John Rowan holding tight. Majority of these Mod Light drivers, there goes a mistake by Rowan, opening the door for Bradshaw, but Bradshaw couldn't capitalize as the caution flag comes out. We are getting ready to go back green flag racing with Jeffrey Youngblood in the 89, kicking this one back off. John Roan in the 71 makes that same mistake and opens the door again for Tyler Bradshaw. Bradshaw this time capitalizes down the backstretch, sets himself up through turns 3 and 4, right around the bottom. Battle is shaping up though for that 4th and final transfer spot. 7:47. Brian Ziegler trying to work his way in to tonight's dash. Aaron Stevens has a little bit of breathing room as he's began to get to the back bumper of Rome. Ziegler and Stevens both now trying to change their lines up to try to get around Rome, but that's going to make a big mistake though for Ziegler. The 7:47 gives up a lot of ground. John Roan working the bottom of the racing surface, trying to keep that line nice and tight as the white flag is waving for your leader who has checked out. A full straightaway ahead of second is the 89 of Mr. Jeffrey Youngblood. Trace Ayers is back for more in the number 6 and Glenn Henry in the 16. The green flag is up. Here we go. Around goes. We are going to do a complete restart. So Ryan Seacrest is going to try to sing his way to the front. Mike Wallen gets a great jump around him. And a good run from the front 2 cars, getting away from the pack of 3. Trace Ayers in that number 6, nice and shiny. Works his way through the swinging doors and trying to track on down David Kulhanek. Issues last night during practice when I was chatting with him, and it looks to have them sorted out here tonight as we are cross flags, and Kulhonic has about 3 or 4 links on, Walling has about 3 or 4 links on Kulhonic down the backstretch with Trace Ayers in that 3rd place spot. Staying away from 4th because 4th is that final transfer spot. And so Ryan Seacrest right now, he's looking to be in good shape as Glenn Henry seems to be a little bit off the pace. But I'm sure Simon Cowell will be able to give him some criticism on how he's doing here tonight. Ayers has found his groove and gaining some ground on the 56 of David Kulhonic as the white flag waves for Mr. Mike Wallen. Kulhonic not giving up an inch around the tires, and around goes the 6 of Ayers. And we're going to call it. Ryan Walling. Whoa, I'm getting all kinds of names mixed up here. Green flag is in the air and the throttle is down. The Superstocks are underway. JT Garland side by side with the 72 of Robert Bartlett. Bartlett working the bottom of the racing surface, doing what he can, trying to keep that 74 of Matt Fitzgerald off his back. Around goes the 6 of Ricky Warren, but he's going to keep on trucking to keep that yellow flag away. Side by side is Garland and Bartlett. Fitzgerald looks to the inside of the exit of turn 2, and he's going to peek that nose down there and the whole body through turns 3 and 4 as he is side by side with Robert Bartlett. We've got ourselves a 3-way battle for the lead. JT Garland up high. Fitzgerald through the middle, and splitting the difference is Robert Bartlett. Bartlett backs out, looks to the inside, trying to drive his way through this one. Take a breath. Here we go. Garland, 3 wide, makes the mistake. I was just about to give it to him, and he almost clipped the tire. Fitzgerald out front in the 74 with Robert Bartlett in the 72. Bartlett trying to get a little ground back after giving it up on a few mistakes that allowed Garland to kind of stretch away and open the door for Fitzgerald. But right now, 1, 2, 3, 4 we go. Your final transfer spot is going to be the 127 of Brent Baumgart, who is in the 4th place spot. And Fitzgerald taking the white flag at the stripe. 1 more lap and 4 more turns for the yellow banana, the 74. High side and handsome through turns 1 and 2, and here he is through 3 and 4. Taking the checkered flag, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Fitzgerald. David Anderson setting the pace. Flagman looking him over, make sure no one jumps. The green flag is in the air. Here we go. Rob Slot diving it around the bottom, gets a great pass. Hopefully that one will count as Rob Slot just put on a show right there, passing McNorton and Anderson in 3 and 4. You gotta risk it for the biscuit sometimes, folks, because Rob Slot just took the lead in 1 lap, and he is not looking back. Jason McNorton side by side with the 27, the original pole sitter, David Anderson, and here comes, sneaking in the back door, Joey Smith in the black and orange. 2-3, but McNorton is going to have his hands full as here comes the 20 of Joey Smith. He's worked his way up slowly but surely, nice and methodically, trying to get that inside line on McNorton. McNorton pushing a little bit on the exit, but that's not going to do much for Joey Smith. The Smith wasn't where he could get on the gas to reel him in, but right now he's got it side by side on the exit. McNorton does maintain the advantage through turns 3 and 4. Smith now sees the mistake that he's been making, looking to gain ground. Anderson to the infield, dodges the tire. We stay clean and green. White flag waving for the 48 of Mr. Rob Slott. Your leader in turn 3 getting ready to come out of 4. The corner right here that had this one for him going to the front. Heat race number 2, Mr. Rob Slott. Nice little, a little bit of a quicker pace. And then the green flags are going to come out right on the exit. Breezy. Looking to breeze right on past the 44 of Ray Smith, and he's going to do so as they split 3 wide. Smith in the middle, into the high side, the 21 of Rookie Smith. Breezy gets the little slide there, and the infamous of turns 1 and 2 to get your lead away from the 42 of Chase Gilly. In that 87, carrying that left front just a little bit as he is hooked up, and it shows, reeling in the 42 of Chase Gilly right out of the gate, right within those first 2 corners. Gilly misses his mark, pushes up to the cushion on the exit. Reeling in your leader though. Mr. David Anderson in the black and gray and white. Nice and sleek, less is more. And he's finding a little bit more right here around the tires. Gaining little by little on Chase Breezy to 71. Chase and them had some issues yesterday during practice. They seem to have them sorted out as he is leading the first limited modified heat race of the night. 2 laps to go, and the battle is getting even hotter. Anderson right there on the back bumper on the exit of 2, but kind of gets a little out of the groove there. White flag waving. Can Chase Breezy hold on? To turns 3 and 4, last opportunity, and it's not going to be there for him. Your heat race winner, 71 of Chase Breezy. Robert Bartlett with a great start. And within that great start, he stretches himself out to the lead. Hold your breath with limited modifieds. We do stay clean and green through lap number 1. Eddie Holly looks to be having some setup problems as he's dodging that tire, but the 86 though. Lee trying to get a little comfortable with his car in this track. He hasn't raced here yet this year, except last night during practice. Fred Collins now working to get to Eddie Martin. He is in the 4th and final transfer spot. Eddie Martin there in the 12 right around the bottom. Shannon Stockwell looking flashy with those blue tires. Blue wheels. Tires are still black. Rims are different colors. It's early in the night. We're still a little rusty, but that's okay. Fran Collins on the back bumper of Eddie Martin. From the back, now working his way, trying to get past Eddie Martin. Martin knows he's there. Every spot counts as the white flag waves. We haven't said his name much, but out front though, ladies and gentlemen, out of Cleveland, Texas, 72 of Roberts Bartlett. Entering turn 3, getting ready to come out of 4, but the battle right there with Collins and Martin is too good. Checkered flag, and there goes Collins almost around. Checkered flag waves. Heat race win is going to be Robert Bartlett, followed by Shannon Stockwell, Eddie Martin, and Fran Collins rounds out your top 4. Dun dun dun, here we go, green flag racing. Wide. We're going to see if we can sort it on out. We do stay clean and green through lap number 1. Darren Blake in the 41. He's got a real nice face on the side of that sail panel. It's a good old Joker. Can't beat it. Whoa, we got some contact. Darren Westerkamp gets into the 41. Here we go, restart. Holds our breath and we are back underway. Michael Brown and the 29 with a great start. Darren Blake trying to hold off Darrell Westerkamp. Nathan Pound from the 05 to the inside of Westerkamp. Down the backstretch we go. But looking towards the back, Jason Harshaw in the 0. He is burning on the outtakes of his, I just lost the words, wow, exhaust manifolds. They are cherry red hot with a flame shooting on out. And around goes Nathan Pounds on the backstretch. Caution flag. Michael Brown in the number 29 sets the pace and sets them off. Nathan Pounds in the 05 now has Darren Blake in his crosshairs. Cross flags halfway home. Getting very close to that left rear quarter panel. Two laps to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the final transfer spot is Darrell Westerkamp in the number 11. But out front, Michael Brown. Darren Blake, Nathan Pounds, and Darrell Westerkamp is your top 4 to transfer as the white flag waves on Mr. Michael Brown. So it's pretty interesting as we've got Michael Brown in the 29 and Michael Brown in the 314. So either it's a good coincidence of 2 Michael Browns here tonight, or one must be father-son. Either way, the checkered flag goes to Michael Brown and the 29. All right, folks, here we go. The 124-year pole sitter, Mr. Jeremy Richardson, Joel Garcia in the 23, Chad Cameron in the 39, John Richardson in the 241, and Jack Barfield Jr. in the 115. Jimmy Chonga's machine as the green flag is in the air. caution flag is going to come out. So fun story, cool story, bro. Number 10 did not belong. He got the yellow, so we had to get him off so we can actually have a heat race with the cars that are belonged in it. So Jeremy Richardson in that 124 battling at it with his man on the side, Joe Garcia in the 23. Chad Cameron in the 39 getting himself into the mix. We are taking 4 out. So only one man is not going to make it. Trying to get into that transfer spot right around the tires is Jack Barfield Jr. You may recognize that name of Jack Barfield from being with the Lone Star 600 crew. But it is not 600 time, it is Texas Grand time. Yes, the 22nd annual, 22 years of the Texas Grand. And we've got a little history for you, because I have a breakdown of some past winners printed up, so we're going to get to test a little bit of knowledge of everybody here during intermission before we do our trophy dashes. Joel Garcia trying to get around Chad Cameron. Cameron a little bit slower than Garcia, blocking pretty well, but that's not going to matter now as they're side by side. Garcia blows on past Chad Cameron. On the exit of turn 2, down to 3 and 4, Cameron in the 39 with the advantage. Side by side as the white flag waves. Cameron trying to hold on. Both of them will transfer into the trophy dash. But hey, this is racing. It's about bragging rights and where I finished higher than you. Looking to slingshot underneath the inside, but the inside does not open up as the checkered flag waves. For the 124 of Jeremy Richardson picking up the win, followed by Chad Cameron, Joel Garcia, and Jack Barfield Jr. top 4 to the trophy dash. And Sapp in the 81 and Randy Seals in the 37 as the green flag is once again in the air and we are racing. A little excitement right here in the start through the first couple corners. See if we can stay clean and green through lap number 1. Yes, we can. Dean Hollier in the 211. Now here comes that 37 of Randy Seals all the way up into that second place spot as he started third row inside. Greg Miller is in your final transfer spot. He's got a half a track on the 5th place car, so if he stays nice and clean and green and keeps that nose clean, he will make his way into the trophy dash. But out front, though, that 211 of Dustin Hollier and Randy Seals battling at it. Seals now on the back bumper once again. Lap traffic may come into play here. That is the 314 of Michael Brown. He had a little mistake on the exit of turn 4, went loop-de-loop. And he does it again. Hopefully he can stay out of the way of the leaders. Yellow-green comes on out as the white flag waves. Dean Hollier trying to block, but there goes Randy Seals in the 37 right around the 211 of Dean Hollier. Hollier looking to strike here in the last corner. Not gonna happen. Randy Seals picking up the heat race.
We're gonna look for the green as we come out of turn number 4. Kahane, Nyman. Here we go. Kahane to the high side. Jacob Harris on the bottom side, moves all the way up from fourth. Here's Harris making a move. They're 3 wide as they go into turn number 1. Matt Beagle and the 99 on the side with Aaron on the Floyd. Floyd trying to bottom side at 58. Oh, look out, look out, look out, look out. Uh-oh, yellow. Jason Howell, Ken Lewis Sr., Joe Nyman, looking for the green. Step on it. Here we go. Twice flags are waving. 2 more times around for Ray Alacahana. Jacob Harris. Gary Floyd just top 3 with 2 to go. White flag waving for the number 1 of Ray Alacahana. Last chance lap. And coming to the checker, this will be the number 1 of Ray Allen Kahane. Junior Harris. Harris on the bottom side. Junior goes to the top side. It's Harris as they come out of turn number 4. Trey Smith. Trey Smith on the bottom side, holding on that 3rd spot. Jacob Lucas coming down the high side. Harris checking out. Has Trey Smith in the 12 to the bottom. He over the 2nd spot as they come out of turn number 4. Harris Smith Jr. Trey Smith still running that bottom side. Tyler Harris running the high line. That's Jacob Lucas. Jacob now moves into 3rd spot. Ken Lewis Jr. falls back to 4th. As Tyler Harris, he keeps rolling on the outside. Harris, Smith, and Lucas. We're halfway, 5 down, 5 to go. Tyler Harris, Trey Smith, Jacob Lucas. That's your top 3 with 5 to go. Tyler King, Ken Lewis Jr., and Eric Cinnamoni. Ball to Sandy, and at 0. Trying to catch the 6 of Daniel King. The twice flags are waving. It's 2 more times around. Tyler Harris, Trey Smith, Jacob Lucas. Your top 3 with a half a mile to go. at the white flag. One more time around for Tyler Harris. Jacob Lucas trying to catch up to that number 12 of Trey Smith. But at the checkers, it will be the 24 of Tyler Harris. Lights are out. Ricky Owens checking them out. Coming to 4. Here we go. Kinnison on the high side. Gabriel holding on to the inside. Marshall Burke already out in the 69. On the high side. Kinnison makes the pass as they go to the flag stand. Justin Welch trying. Yellow. Gabriel. Here we go. Kinnison out in front. Dustin Welch. And that number 2 trying to close him in. Kinnison putting some real estate between him and Dustin Welch. Bobby Middleton in the 18 holding on to 3rd. Mike Gabriel in 4th there to Dennis Crockett. We're halfway, 5 down, 5 to go. Christian Kinnison out in front, Dustin Welch holding on to 2nd, matching his car number, and the 18 of Bobby Middleton. Christian, a full straightaway lead. On 2nd place, Dustin Welch. The twice flags are coming out. It's 2 more times around. We've got a half a mile to go. The 82C of Mike Christensen. Christian Kinnison way out in front with Dustin Welch holding on to 2nd. Bobby Middleton holding up to the 3rd spot. White flag waving for the 82C of Christian Kinnison. Dustin Welch, Bobby Middleton, last chance lap. Dennis Crockett moves up to 4th. And coming to the checkered, it will be the 82C of Christian Kinnison.
Thomas Downing the 44 and Olin Holder in the 39 and in the green flag. Here we go. A little bumping and grinding there in the first corner. Trying to hold our breath to see how we're gonna do here. Another bump starting to develop there in the middle of turns 1 and 2. Justin Collins in that station wagon trying to work the high line of the racing service to get on up there. But he's going to have to do a little bit more than that. Donald Kane in that 179 looking nice and smooth. Having his hands full now as Calvin Tucker has found his stride, kind of carrying that left front a little bit on and off around the high side. Cross flags halfway, home your first factory stock heat race. Calvin Tucker now making his move to the inside of Kyle Carter. Your 2nd place spot is going to go to Calvin Tucker. Cody Tankersley in the 99 is your final transfer spot with Thomas Downey in the 44. Trying to work his way up to take over that 99, but out front, nice and smooth, Donald Kane, and that 179 has Calvin Tucker looking for a line to make something happen. White flag waves for Mr. Donald Kane. He started outside pole, had a great start, and he's led this one from flag to flag. So far we go out of turn 4. Ladies and gentlemen, put it together, Mr. Donald Kane taking heat race 1. Lights are out, green is up, and the throttle is down. We are back underway, and we got him swinging around on that front stretch. Almost a collision there between Bryant and Philip Seals. Back up front now is Seals and Bryant. 1-2, identical looking cars. This heat here is going to be a tight stack, looking for the top 4 to transfer. Hayden Parsley is knocking on that door. A mistake made right there from 143 of Jason Flank. Looks to be a little too tight through the center. Car pushing up midway through the corner. Kind of jumps on him. Not that time. Battle for second place heating up now. Robert Jessup trying to work his way around the back bumper of the 93 of Philip Seals. Seals now looking to the inside of Robert Bryant. Here cross flags halfway home. Jessup looking for that inside line, not going to find it as we are running right around the tires. Kind of falling off the pace a little bit is the 3 of Hayden Parsley. He's dropped back a little bit, not too much of a threat here for that 4th transfer spot. Jason Flake has a little bit of breathing room as he's on an island all by himself. Robert Jessup not giving up in the 3rd place spot, looking for 2nd with 2 laps to go. White flag waving, 1 more lap for your race leader, the 29 of James Bryant. He started on the pole. And here to the inside is Philip Seals. Through turns 1 and 2, saw a door open and tried to walk through, but the screen door shut. Said, no, sir, not going to happen, as James Bryant takes heat race number 2, followed by Philip Seals. Randy Lovell now working with his hands full, and here comes the 58 machine of Brian Cook. The 158 of Brian Cook holding up Randy Lovell. Daniel Seals side by side with Brian Cook. Cook starting 3rd row inside, working on the bottom groove, making it work for him. Your new leader, the 158 of Mr. Brian Cook, followed by That 229 of Daniel Seals, the 83 of Randy Lovell in the round is the 166 of Jamie Sanford. So he gets it back down from the tire. We do stay clean and green. As now lap traffic may come into play here. Your fourth and final transfer spot is going to be the 0 Kenny Berry. Sticking right there within a couple lengths of Randy Lovell. Here comes that lap traffic. Brian Cook going to try to stay around the low line. Sanford staying high. Leader works his way around the bottom. Now Randy Lovell making his move on Daniel Seals. White flag waving for Mr. Cook. Daniel Seals right around the bottom, has nowhere to go with Sanford to the high side. Randy Lovell stuck in his tracks, looking at a third place finish. Crossing the stripes right now. 58 of Brian Cook getting. Greg Oakes in the 66 is your pole sitter. The green flag is in the air. And Bobby Finney in the number 1. Getting scrubbed pretty good there by the 22 of Levi Williams. Williams going to hold there right along the bottom. Nick Kane working with his hands full in the 379. He's got Randy Wheeler in the 100, and there goes Kane. Randy Wheeler in the fourth and final transfer spot, working his way up to the 22 of Levi Williams. Making a mistake, though. On the exit of turn 4 is going to be Bobby Finney in that number 1. Good tight middle group right here between Finney, Williams, and Wheeler. Wheeler trying to wheel that car into third place, and there's his opportunity as Williams pushes high. Wheeler looks to the inside as we are side by side down the backstretch into turns number 3 and 4. Wheeler right around the bottom hugging those tires. Who's going to get the advantage on the exit? And it's going to be Williams, holding on to that third place spot. Williams making a mistake once again, opens the door for Wheeler side by side down the backstretch. Can Wheeler close this one out and make the advantage his? He's going to do so right there. Good move there by Wheeler, knowing that Williams was going to work that high line, try to get around. Called the audible. Changes things up now. Danny McClellan. As Levi Williams tagging him, Williams gets way loose. And now Daniel McClellan in the 58 is your fourth and final transfer spot. As we are 2 laps to go, out front holding his own. The 66 of Greg Oakes takes the white flag. Oakes is one of those drivers, he's nice and smooth once he gets in that rhythm, and it hasn't been disrupted. Out of turn 4, Greg Oakes gets heat race number 4. Slowly but surely. And the green flag is finally in the air, scrubbing a little bit on the exit. Alasko and Tobbs get a little touchy, and here comes Pruitt there in the black and yellow 89. Trying to get that bottom groove to work for him just as much as everybody else has on that bottom groove. There goes Dylan Alasko from the middle of the racing surface to the lead in 1 lap. Seth Stockwell in the 72, working his way up nice and quick into that fourth and final transfer spot. Looks to the inside of Tim Pruitt through turns 3 and 4. Not going to find it there. Marshall Kirkpatrick makes a mistake on the exit, opening the door for Dalton Faulkner. Faulkner taking the high line. Kirkpatrick getting the advantage to stay low, but the high line's going to pay off for Faulkner. Moving into that 5th place spot. Glenn can't close the door. If I can find some words here. Now side by side is Kirkpatrick and Faulkner. Faulkner with the advantage into turns 1 and 2, both hitting the bump. Kirkpatrick looking to the inside on the exit, doesn't have enough to get the done. Tim Pruitt now reeling in. The 11 of Richard Toms through turns 1 and 2 down the back stretch. Now here comes Seth Stockwell within striking distance of Pruitt. Stockwell right there on that back bumper. Everyone nose to tail within that 2nd, 3rd, 4th place. Stockwell has to be careful because this is opening the door for Dalton Faulkner as the white flag waves. Faulkner now has the opportunity to get into this final transfer spot. He's banking on a mistake here by Stockwell, and that might have been it as here comes Dalton Faulkner to the inside down the backstretch. There goes Stockwell into the wall and out of the final transfer spot. Dylan Alasko gets the win, followed by Hobbs, Pruitt, and then Faulkner to the top 4 into the back of the trophy dash. And once again, folks, we're going to Rodney Trudowski to the outside, Garrett Higgins and Corey Babbitt and Josh Medema. All right, folks, so we do have a couple adjustments here. The 12 of Eddie Martin, we were told was scratched, but he is in there. Tight grouping right here, folks. We'll sort this one out right now. 3 wide out of turn 4. Driving it down into turns 1 and 2. Eddie Martin trying to find something for a groove for him right there. He gets one on the exit of 2 with a run down the backstretch, entering turn 3. Martin looking to the inside of Higgins. And Higgins and Martin work their way around as something goes wrong for the 11 of Derek Scott, slowing off the pace and parking on the backstretch. He looks to have lost power as we are cross flags, and the caution flag comes out. And Eddie Martin are your final 3 to be, and I can tell you, it's going to be a good finish. Trudowski gets shuffled on out of the back as Martin and Higgins take the front 2 spots. 2 laps to go right now. Garrett Higgins, Eddie Martin, and Rodney Trudowski. Your 3 moving on. The white flag has waved on Garrett Higgins. He's right there coming out of turn 4. Put it together. 95. Garrett Higgins, 12 of Eddie Martin, and the flagman is in the stands, ready to give them the green that they are itching for right now, and it is in the air. Here we go. There's Jeff Hogan, Eric Thorne, that keep having to tap the brakes. And he might have hit the brakes a little too hard there. Sends him around as Eric Thorne out of contention right now in this one without a caution. Here comes a move on your race leader. 37 of Keith Wright into the mix. Trying to work his way around Tim Boudreaux, and Boudreaux in that 137, Spindleman in the 137, holding him up. But out front, Tim Boudreaux in the number 7. A lot of 7s here in this one. Spindleman gets shuffled back. Jeff Hogue finds second place. Keith Wright into third and now into fourth. Richie Robbins in the number 1. Back up front we go, Tim Boudreaux. He ain't looking for Thibodeau because he's too busy racing, hanging it out on the high side with Jeff Hogue in the 97, working his way a little bit closer, car length by car length. Jeff Hogue started all the way third row outside, now in second. Battle starting to heat up a little bit with Eric Thorne trying to close in on the fourth and final transfer spot as the white flag waves. Richie Robbins with his hands full. Eric Thorne trying to get any inch of advantage that he can. Now out of turn 4 to the finish. It's going to go to Tim Boudreaux. Jeff Hogue. The lights are out. We're stacked up tight left and right, nose to tail, and the green flag is in the air. It's showtime. Side by side is Baker and Higgins down the back stretch. Field starting to stretch out now, single file finding their grooves and what is going to work for them. Perks and Renfro back and forth they go. Vasquez. Perks giving Renfro a good little love tap. Ron Brown in the 58 is your final transfer spot. He's got to hold on to this one, working the inside. Renfro, Perks, and Vasquez. 1, 2, 3. Out front on their own, but the middle of the pack is where the action is at. Adam Perks all over the back of the 911 of Renfro, but can't get enough of a run to complete the pass and get the advantage. But Ron Brown in the 58 in that Camaro, he is the only car in the field that is running leaf springs. That's right, he is still running leaf springs in that Camaro in that 58. He's got it working for him here tonight. Moving back up the field, Adam Perks in the 12 now with the 911 of Nathan Renfro starting to shape up a little bit better. Just bouncing all through the corners. He's got that left front though carried on the exit, hooked up. Is Perks down the backstretch. Reeling in Mason Baker is the 15 of Jimmy Bird. Bird down on the bottom, Baker on the middle of the racing surface. Success to the middle and to the top during his heat race, trying to carry that over into the dash right now. Brad Hayes and Adam Perks now battling at it for this 6th place spot. Hayes makes a mistake. Here comes Perks to the inside. White flag waving. One more lap for your race leader. Perks looking down into the inside of Hayes, but here is your leader coming out of turn 4. He's going to start the pole tomorrow night. the 83 of Mr. Garrett Higgins. And Justin Kinder next. We're running like a rocket sled on rails in their heats. Let's see if they can carry it to the dash as the green flag waves. Here we go. Kinderneck to the high side, getting the advantage and the momentum and the lead. He got everything he wanted right in that first corner. Mike Wallen, the 29, making a good move there. All the way up now into the fourth place spot, 3 wide. And we've got 2 with a little bit of a collision. All right, Joel Higgins gets a good start as that's the 12 machine of Eddie Martin. So Eddie Martin has the control to start him off, and he had a good one there. No one was really ready for it. They were all still napping. Mike Wallen and Jeffrey Youngblood there going into turns 1 and 2. Wallen to the high side gets some momentum and a great run. And he gets his way around Joel Higgins in that first corner as well. 2 for 1 there for Mike Wallen. And now Ed Griggs is in the sights of Wallen. So as of right now, everyone that is on the track will transfer into tomorrow's A-main since we are taking the top 10. So now they are just battling for positions. Martin staying right there around the bottom as Willie Beach gaining ground using that high line. Garrett Higgins talked about the different grooves that are right now in the racing surface as it's starting to take rubber in a few places to tighten them up. And then a few other places, it's going to loosen you up or be tacky and give you a good run with moisture still left in it. Mike Walling now with Griggs. Side by side, Walling onto the cushion. And Griggs down low, Walling now up to the third place spot with the advantage down into turns 3 and 4. Griggs stays right around the tires in the bottom, and here comes a little bit of pressure from the 89 of Youngblood. As now Youngblood has Griggs in his sights. Back up front we go, Willie Veach and Eddie Martin are going to have something for us in just a few moments because Willie Veach has put it on the cushion and he has been making up ground. Veach had a bad start, so he's having to work his way back up to the front, and he looks like he is going to do that. Mike Walling now starting to lose a little ground on his third place spot, but he's going to extend it down the back stretch. 29 of Wallen and the 47 of Ed Griggs still going at it for this third place spot as the white flag waves. Willie Veach has 2 more corners to make something happen. Eddie Martin down to the bottom in 3 and 4, and out of 4, Eddie Martin gets the win here for the trophy dash. Joey Smith, Jimmy Kemp, Jesse McNorton, Brent Baumgartner, Jeremy Richardson, Richie Robbins, and David Anderson round out your field, and here we go with the wreck. Can't beat it. Green flag lied. He's got to go in kind of fast, but that's okay because they're all together, so it is a good start. Rob Slott in that 48, nice and quick, looks to the inside of the 74 Fitzgerald through turns 3 and 4, side by side on the exit now. Almost going 3 wide with Joey Smith. Jesse McNorton to the inside of Robert Bartlett through turns 1 and 2, as is the 27 of Anderson to the inside of Bartlett. Bartlett kind of falling back a little bit off the pace. Good battle up front. Your new race leader, Rob Slott, in the 48. Fitzgerald has his hands full with Joey Smith. Smith looking to the inside of turns 1 and 2, hits the rut. Now side by side down the backstretch we go. 127 of Brent Gardner pulled off. Excuse me, Brent Baumgartner, wrong guy. Now there goes Smith to the inside, looking for a little bit of a slide job. But doesn't slide up high enough, but he does get the position. Has the advantage through turns 3 and 4. Now Fitzgerald in the third place spot, all on his own, and Smith running through the ruts with Rob Slott in his crosshairs. Cross flags halfway home we are right now. Robert Bartlett, the 72, pulls off with a flat back up front we go. There's a mistake by Rob Slott, and now looking to capitalize, Joey Smith in the number 20. Smith to the inside, Rob looking for a little inch or a mile to get back in this one. And now Jimmy Kemp in the number 1 pulls off into the infield, back up front, staying up front, as this is where the tight battle is. Looking for the pole tomorrow. Joey Smith, your current leader in the 20. Rob Slott in the second place spot, but now here comes the 17 of Jesse McNorton looking to the inside of Fitzgerald. The yellow banana staying around the high side of the racing surface, opening the door for Jesse McNorton. White flag waving, one more lap for Joey Smith. Here is Smith in 3 and coming out of turn 4, ladies and gentlemen. Super stock dash winner, Mr. Joey Smith. Lineup is right. We are stacked up tight, left and right, nose to tail. Setting a nice pace. Chase Breezy. Here we go. Green flag at showtime. Out front, all on his own. 71 of Mr. Chase Breezy, and we've got him touching, colliding. That's going to be Randy Seals, Darren Blake, Chad Cameron, and here we go, lights are out. We're gonna try to finish this one off. Looking to the inside of the 124 of Jeremy Richardson. Richardson and Bartlett side by side. They're going to touch just a little bit, but the 37 is going to tap all the way into the 72 of Bartlett, and then Bartlett is going to collect 2 and 3 more. Side by side with the 41 of Darren Blake for the 1-2-3. Here we go. Green is in the air. The wall. Caution flag's going to come out for Dean Hollier. Here we go, green flag, single file restart. Trying to hold on to this one to try to make it 8 laps so we can get this one finished up right now. We started with 10, we're down to 6 and only gone 2. Darren Blake working his way now in that second place spot, trying to get to the inside of Jeremy Richardson in the 124. Darren Blake gives up a spot to the 37 of Randy Seals. Seals pushing the back bumper of Jeremy Richardson, trying to get him out of his way, saying, I'm right here, man, I'm faster, let's go. And he does. Randy Seals now in your second place spot. Richardson in third with Darren Blake on his heels. Down front is Chase Breezy on his own. Battle for third place right now with Darren Blake and Jeremy Richardson starting to heat up. Blake working the high side, diving it off the corners, trying to dive it down low, but there is the 124 of Richardson in his way. Side by side through turns 3 and 4. Richardson hits the brakes, advantage goes to Blake on the exit of 4. Darren Blake now with Randy Seals in his crosshairs, looking for second place. He's got a car to do it. He's got the speed, but does he have the line? To the cushion goes Blake and Seals. Is Blake and Seals down the front stretch. Seals with the advantage through turns 1 and 2. 2 laps to go with a battle for second. Getting even more intense as the laps wind down. Blake has a car that can get it done. He just can't get the line to get it done. As the white flag now in the air for your race leader, the 71 of Chase Breezy. Breezy had problems yesterday with his brakes during practice. He now got them fixed, and you can see that he's not using them much as he is way out front, hammer down, and the checkered flag going to the 71 of Mr. Chase Breezy.
Jacob, Tyler, here we go. Position. Justin Welch in the top 5. A good race between brothers, Jacob and Tyler. Side by side. It's Bill, Jacob, advantage. Jacob on the high side as they come out of car number 4. Jacob flag waving. One more time around. It's still Jacob Harris. Whoa, look out. Woo. Down the way for Dennis. And coming through the checkered, it will be the 26 of Jacob Harris. Mark.
229 of Daniel Seals, Bobby Finney, and Richard Tobbs round out your field. Here we go. We do stay, if I can find some words, we do stay clean and green through lap number 1. Door to door. Brian Cook on the inside and having the advantage into the 3rd and 4th corner here. Donald Kane holding on to that high side, makes a mistake. Dylan Alasko now working his way up. He's stuck there between Philip Seals and Justin Collins. Pardon me there, Philip Seals and Daniel Seals. But back up front, neither driver giving up. And we got him around in turns 3. All right, we do have a good start right now. Justin Collins in that 183 wagon, knocking on the back door of Donald Kane as 66 of Greg Oakes. Jumping on in there, 41 of Dylan Alasko with a slide on into the corner. Of Donald Kane working the back bumper of Greg Oakes. But here comes Justin Collins with a run off of turn 2. Collins takes a peek. Collins rubbing a little bit. Almost taken out. 179 of Donald Kane. He went in there kind of hard, but luckily didn't hit him hard enough. And Greg Oakes back in, washing out, touching the wall, opens the door for Justin Collins. Collins to the inside through turns 3 and 4 on the exit. Side by side is Collins and Oakes. Collins has the advantage in turns 1 and 2. Dylan Alasko now working up to the back of Greg Oakes. Collins leaves the door open, and here comes Oakes. Collins using those bumps to his advantage to keep that distance between he and the 66 of Oakes. Oakes has Dylan Alasko now on his back bumper with 2 laps to go. Alasko's going to try the higher side. Oakes right through the bumps, kind of unsettles the car, but making a mistake is Justin Collins. Collins and Oakes side by side down turns 3 and 4. What's going to give, if anything at all, is the white flag waves. 1 more lap for your leader. Here comes Justin Collins to the outside of Oakes 1 more time. Can he get it done for the 3rd place spot? Side by side, down the backstretch they go. The advantage is going to go to Oakes down to the bottom of turns 3 and 4. Picking up your dash win, though, is going to be the 158 of Mr. Brian Cook. It's in the number 1. Rounding out Your field here is the 260 of Eric Thorne and the 153 of Josh Merida. The lights are out. Higgins setting the pace. Here we go! Higgins and Boudreaux lead him down into turns 1 and 2 side by side. Slowing to the top is Jeff Hogue. Back under power is Hogue finally. Almost had a mistake there piling him up, but they all watched that one with their eyes open. Battle for the lead already after one lap. Eddie Martin and Garrett Higgins. Higgins staying to the high side. Martin's working down low. Dodges the bumps in turns 1 and 2. Both drivers trying to get down there on the bottom. Garrett Higgins with about a car between he and Martin. Out of turn 2, though, with a great run in that 3rd and 4th place spot. And a pile up on the exit of turn 4. That one's going to collect. The 37 of Keith Wright and the 260 of Eric Thorne. Lineup's right. Here we go. Back. Green flag racing. Jeff Hogue working his way back up into the mix. Smoke starting to come out of that number 12 of Eddie Martin. 97, 11, 27, 53, 1, 260. Luckily, it's cold enough. We don't have a mosquito problem, but if we did, he would take care of it for us. Unfortunate moment right now. Hopefully, this car will hold on for him and they can get it fixed for tomorrow. Here comes Jeff Hogue in that 3rd place spot in the 97, working the low line of the racing service through turns 1 and 2, gaining ground on the 12 of Eddie Martin. Later, 95, 12, 97, 11, 27, 53, 1 and 260. Here comes Jeff Hogue trying to get that inside line and a little extra drive off of 4. 11, 27, 53, 260, and 1. Eddie Martin starting to slow a little bit more, opening the door for the 97 of Jeff Hogue. Later, 95, 12, 97, 11, 27, 53. Here comes, though, Derek Scott in the 0-11. White flag waving. Scott. 12, 97, 11, 53. Checkered flag is waving for the man out front. Jeff Hogue trying to get a final pass on Eddie Martin, but out of turn 4, here we go. And the 95, Garrett Higgins.